All right, guys, let's get into this trade recap this morning. So today is the 17th. Let's start with the higher time frame, right? So I'm gonna delete all this stuff. Oh wait, no, not that. So basically, higher time frame, right? What are we looking for? We're looking for some type of mitigation, some type of sweep of liquidity to the upside, right? Which we do have, right? We have this sweep, and then if we're looking left to right as well, you have this sweep, right? So let's go to the 1 hour. Right, okay, so to clear up the 4 hour, this is clear shorts. We have the manipulation higher, we have the inverse on the 4 hour as well. So price realistically shouldn't come down in this zone or come back up, right? Expecting this inverse is going to hold, of course. So 1 hour time frame, right? What am I thinking? I need to make sure that the 1 hour lines up with the 4 hours. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to see, right? This 1 hour swept liquidity, we as well inverse this 1 hour, right? And see how we kind of hold perfectly when we tap back into that. So that's clearing the short bias again, right? And EMAs are starting to cross over, which is really nice. If we look at the 15-minute, notice how he came up at market open and tapped on this EMA. Huge important thing right there. Tapping into that EMA and rejecting out of it that fast shows that we are respecting that EMA. Right, so let's go to the 5 minute. I'm going to close this, sorry. Let's go to the 5 minute, right? Notice how in this 5 minute, what do we have? We have a unmitigated 5 minute, right? What is lined up with that, right? We have an order block that is basically a breaker block through an fair value gap is a unicorn model. So this should even hold even more. That's why I set a limit there. Clear shorts. I just wanted to see price manipulate higher. What did it do? Manipulate higher, take out this liquidity, tap the EMA on the higher time frame. So that's what I'm thinking on the higher time frame, right? But let's get into like the trade. So basically set a limit order right here. And you might be asking, why didn't you wait for the limit order? Because if you've been noticing, price action recently has been spiking either one way and then completely flipping the other way once it has what it's need. So basically, what I mean by that is when price comes back up, takes that liquidity fast, and then just instantly rejects down. That's just kind of a confirmation, showing to me that we want to go lower because this is just manipulation, right? So if you didn't limit order this, another potential trade could be right here, right? You see this 1 minute order block holding really nicely. Um, yeah, but luckily we caught this trade today with no stress. I know a lot of people kind of got messed up on this. But about targets, right? So what's something that you can target? You can target new week opening gap. And why is this important, right? Because we faded New York, we faded the weekly open gap right here. So right, so that means that we've left a gap in price, which obviously needs to get filled somehow, some way. So we had a clear draw to the downside, clear higher time frame, bearish price action. Just overall beautiful trade. EMA's crossed as well, which was another sign of great shorts. But yeah, just overall beautiful market right here. Yeah, thanks for watching the recap.